You are welcome to yet another episode of HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. There is no doubt R. Kelly has been one of the greatest artists that have ever existed on this planet Earth. From I Believe I Can Fly to Bump and Grind, R. Kelly has made great hits that will forever be remembered and loved by many. With fans all over the world, R. Kelly made the world go round, selling millions of records, surpassing many artists in the industry. His music has trended for the past 3 decades, and for this, we can say the 3 Grammy winner has largely been a success. With this kind of record, one would expect R. Kelly to be one of the happiest men that has ever lived, who should be currently enjoying a good retirement and peacefully awaiting old age. It's rather shocking, however, to learn that the reverse is true and that he is instead languishing in a federal prison battling multiple charges unfairly imposed on him by the same government he paid taxes to. All this trouble ironically orchestrated by multiple women he once loved and cared for a great deal. R. Kelly has lived a life characterized by kindness and a giving heart. Like he sung in his great song When a Woman Loves, he has been the male representative when it comes to reciprocating the love he envisaged from the women he has been with. R. Kelly loved his girlfriends so much that he at times made sure they were cared and provided for, even before his own ex-wife and kids. When he still had a lot of money to himself, he made sure everyone that depended on him was provided for 100%, and he did do the same for his children. What he failed to realize, though, was that these additional dependents that surrounded him together with their parents were only with him for the money, and that they were all along in a sort of conspiracy to defraud him. One by one they begun to betray him, and whoever he let go of did not hesitate to file a civil suit and walk away with a piece of his wealth. Even those he had hired to offer him legal guidance and financial protection instead encouraged this to happen, considering they were getting commissions off each settlement he made. It's these same people that included Daryl McDavid that convinced him that settling out of court was the best approach than have these extortionists pursue their cases through the justice system for a proper hearing. It's believed that if R. Kelly had allowed these traitors to go to court instead, he wouldn't be dealing with the ruthless government right now, which has other interests of destroying his career at hand, away from simply finding justice for the alleged victims. He would have challenged them one at a time, and very likely, many of them would have realized it a waste of time pursuing him. The moment R. Kelly realized he had been defrauded by these women and that his finances were becoming shaky, he decided to pin down his record label and demand for his missing millions, unaware this would attract a reaction intended to end his 30-year career and probably terminate his life short. This is the wrath he is currently dealing with now 4 years down the road. The people he put up a fight with are rather ruthless and care less about anybody. Once they had him where they wanted him, they asked the Chicago state accusers to go to hell. All the enemies of R. Kelly care about is their money and nothing else. The women who chose to team up with government and aid in the R. Kelly takedown were made to believe that the prosecution had their interests at heart. It's only now that they are beginning to realize they were simply used, and their hunger for money taken advantage of to achieve the objective of the ruthless government. Kim Foxx's decision to drop the Chicago state charges is a perfect indicator that after experiencing challenges from R. Kelly's defense team during the Chicago federal trial, the government will not be risking again picking up a fight with Robert, especially when the witnesses involved clearly don't have a strong case against him. While Kim Foxx chose to give the excuse that she withdrew the charges to save government resources for other upcoming accusers, the truth is rather different and has to do with the way the Chicago trial transpired. While prosecutors were used to landslide wins as they did in the New York trial, they were shocked to find that R. Kelly had a real defense when it came to the Chicago trial, where they lost on majority of the counts to R. Kelly. This, along with the multiple mistakes the government made during the 2 trials, make it rather difficult for them to pursue yet another losing battle. Kim Foxx can now see R. Kelly warming up to walk free, and has already started to sense danger going forward. There is no way R. Kelly's New York and Chicago guilty verdicts will hold when they are completely unfounded, and it's only a matter of time before the 2 verdicts are overturned through successful appeals. According to Michael, the way the case against R. Kelly was handled from the start indicates foul play. Surprisingly though, The courts have played along, and this has made what was supposed to be a simple case that would be solved in a day complicated. Kim Foxx literally advertised for women to come forward and help her take down R. Kelly. In this generation of women, there are some groups that will volunteer when there are formulated charges against a high-profile person, for they know there is always a form of compensation in the end. They will turn up in large numbers, and therefore advertising publicly can prove misleading. This is slowly turning women into an object of destruction. Meanwhile, America is one place where to destroy you. They will use your very good deeds against you. In R. Kelly's case, the women took advantage of his kindness and have ended up sending him to prison. According to Catherine, it's quite disturbing to learn that a great man like R. Kelly is even behind bars, especially on the account of such merciless women that cannot think beyond dating a celebrity for his money and the comfortable life he can provide. Just why the government has chosen to become their accomplice, it's hard to even imagine. I am confident though that he has the potential to beat these unjustified cases and walk back to freedom. It's now a waiting game, and all we need to do is remain patient and trust God. According to Lindane, Kim Foxx, Gayle King and everyone else involved in playing a part of setting him up need to go to prison. R. Kelly should be given everything he worked for and more back. Let's not forget about the people who broke into his house and stole everything. The FBI needs to do an investigation on the government. This story goes way deeper. I am more than confident though that he has the ability to win against this injustice in an appeal given the chance. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say? To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.